Hey guys. So, you ever run into someone you knew from a while back and you get to talking to them and it's like they seem to have completely changed from how you remember them? Mm? And, sometimes it's not a good change. But hey, sometimes it is. Sometimes it is a good change. And, it's like, I don't know, maybe their personality has done a complete 180, right? And you're sitting there like, damn, how? Like, got me wondering about how we do this on our own. How can we change ourselves for the better? By ourselves. Like big boys and big girls. Or, better yet, do you think we as humans are truly capable of doing this solo? Can we become what we want all by ourselves? Let's find out. I sound like that old Tootsie Pop commercial. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? Let's find out. 1, 2, 3. 3. Oh, fuck. Well, don't go licking yourself in public. At least in public. What you do in private is your own thing. I'm not fucking judging you. Don't go licking yourself in public, though, to find out what's at your core, okay? But let's explore this topic a little bit together, okay? So, fucking Tootsie Pops. If you've listened to me for a while, okay, you know that I like to get inspiration from literally anything and anyone. Like fucking Tootsie Pop commercials from the 90s, for fuck's sake. But I have a deck of cards, okay? That's based around different crystals. And, they all have different meanings on them and shit. Like all my oracle cards and tarot cards and all that stuff do. But yeah, so one fell out for me the other day, and that started the inspiration train for this entire episode. One card, you guys. One card, and I'm just gifted this entire topic to talk about. And oh my God, I just find it so unbelievable that these downloads hit me. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the ability to use my voice and speak on these things. I think it's so fucking fun. And somewhat informative. Thank you. But the card that fell out was amber. And if you're not familiar with amber, it's not technically a crystal, but more of a crystallization, I guess, of tree sap. And it comes from trees. Well, it comes from pines. And most that we collect is sourced from the Baltic Sea region. But I think it's Russia and Poland that have produce a lot as well. But anyway. So if you walk the beaches around the Baltic Sea, you will find bits of, transparent yellow amber on her shores. And I think that's pretty cool. And fun fact, okay, that I found out while I was looking into this is that scientists discovered that the amber properties, like the physical properties of it from this region, they come mostly from, it's called an umbrella pine tree. And that tree is only found in Japan. It's just like another tick in the box of how we are all connected. That's why I shared that with you. And plus, I like to give you little tidbits of information. So that way when you're sitting at the bar, and there's trivia being played, you might actually, have a bit of knowledge that makes you look cool. Or, maybe you're trying to date some fucking girl named Amber and now you can give her a fucking fun little fact, a pickup line that nobody else is gonna fucking have except you, my friend. Thanks to yours truly. I'm the best wingman. Anyway. Why do you guys listen to me? I'm so fucking weird. So pine resin. It's antimicrobial, okay? So it kills microorganisms, right? Like, how our antibiotics kill bacteria. Same idea. But, natural. For the record, I'm not saying go eat amber. Well, unless it's a girl you're dating. Oh! Fuck. No, I was just using that as a comparison, okay? That's it. Just CYA over here. You never know the comprehension of who's listening. Don't eat amber. The stone amber. Do what you want with your girl. I don't care. So amber, right? It starts as a pine resin and slowly moves down the trunk onto the forest floor, and as it does, right, the resin picks up little twigs and leaves and insects and shit, right? And it is not uncommon to find a piece of amber with bugs in it. Actually, a lot of collectors seek those pieces. But what I'm getting at in my roundabout way, as I do, is that with amber, okay, with amber in our own lives, it doesn't matter who we were before. It doesn't matter who we were before. What matters is who we are becoming. See? Like, amber starts as that sticky pine resin and ends up full of interesting little collections of bugs and leaves in its hardened state. Amber is what they found the mosquito in that started fucking Jurassic Park, right? So, even though that movie was fictional, science very much studies the amber and her findings in real life, right? So for us, amber is like a way to question ourselves in this episode. That's what I'm trying to portray here. A metaphor for ourselves, okay? Like, what will we carry as we shift into who we are becoming? What will be enclosed inside us as part of our true essence as we move beyond the stickiness of life into a more stable, hardened state? Becoming more of who we truly want to be or we're meant to be. See, there's this place, right, where in our lives, the choice is ours. And it meets out on the middle of the floor, okay, where we dance with our own destiny, is a meeting place there. And in this place, we must learn to listen to our hearts and our heads and be willing to design our own lives, build our own becoming. So, I'm sure you're sitting there thinking, Jen, I love all this talk about Amber. Riveting. But how the fuck do we do this? How do I get on the dance floor with my own destiny? Well, for me, I go within, right? I've come to know that all of us, each and every fucking one of us, okay, you guys, is chock full of insight and intuitive knowing. We are. We really, really are. We just have to learn to allow this of ourselves and not bury it behind loads of fucking self-doubt. Because that's all that hinders us in our own lives. Our own self-doubt. Yeah. We start becoming who and what we want by choosing to be open to the rich knowledge that pours through our own veins. Because truth is, we don't need a teacher or a fucking fancy textbook to become what we want. First, we just need to be soft with ourselves and listen to the richness within inside each of us. Yeah? And we have to take responsibility. We take responsibility. We become more responsible for our own lives. Choose to allow it to be the creative adventure that it's meant to be. And we do this through our choices and perceptions. Through these, we create our world with these actions, right? The truth is clear when we're open enough to see it. Because all decisions we make, all choices we choose, create our lives. So now, the question becomes, what kind of life are we going to choose to live? Because we always have the choice. No matter what, we can choose. No matter what. I mean, often I know we feel like we're being, harassed by the situations in our lives, right? We fall into victim mode. But we need to always find a way to remind ourselves whenever we feel like this, okay, that we are in control of our own reactions in all of these situations. We are in control. To feel like life is happening to you is a choice. It's a choice that you're making. It's a focus that you have. But if you focus on, that belief that you have been hurt or wronged in some way in this life, then you're just fucking giving away your control. You're giving away your control to those outside forces by focusing on those wrongs, yeah? You've chosen to give away all your personal power when you do this. And fuck you guys. That has to stop. Because you are always in control of your life. Everything you decide to participate in, whether you feel it's a fun, happy, fucking good time party or fucking the complete opposite, okay? By accepting, resisting, or allowing everything you experience, you are co-creating that more and more on a conscious level. What you focus on comes into focus. Once we begin to see this as the truth that it fucking is, that's when we become masters of our own lives and not victims of our lifestyle. And I'm pretty sure I've said it before, but I'm going to say it again. Life happens in between where you were and where you are going. You ever hear the story of the dash? It's It's about a guy who's, visiting a cemetery, and he's talking to someone, and they explain that the dates on the stone mean nothing. It's the dash that connects them that's important. It's the dash that signifies the life the person led, not the beginning date or the end date of the body that they're in. We can become who we want at any time in that dash. Anytime. It's never too early, and it's never too fucking late. Because when we open up to all that is, okay, we see that we really are being guided every step of the way. But too often, we're just too blind. We're too blind or too fucking busy to see that. We're focusing on the dates and not the dash. Yeah? In between our past and our future, we have the ability to create more presence. And that's what being alive is. Being present while we are here and while we can be. And, yes, that fucking means that there will be uncertainty. Of course. But the way we move through those times of uncertainty is by instead shifting the focus to what is certain in your life. And that's a fucking game changer, let me tell you. It is. Because it's only fear, right? That guides us to focus on what is uncertain. Fear of what we don't know. And that's bullshit. It is. Fear is bullshit. There are always opportunities. Always. But we have to release the fear we have built up around life and over time. We have to choose this for ourselves to become more of who we want to be. We have to trust the journey and our higher self and whatever source energy you have built your faith on. We have to let love in and let fear go. It's really that fucking simple. And, we all have our own soul lessons and our own growth paths to follow. But, we can all reach our own unique destination the same way, and that's by embracing the love within all of us and using it to propel ourselves into our best lives. When we do, we start to see the path forward with much more fucking clarity, okay? And that clarity, it brings us alive, right? It invigorates us. It's how we are able to focus more on the love that is guiding us to what we wish to become. It's called acceptance. And we, can compassionately accept our own fucking selves. And in the course of doing that, guess what? Guess fucking what, you guys? We also more easily accept and understand others. That's a fucking win-win in my book, am I right? I've come to realize that right now is always full of possibilities. It really is. That's why I try to stay as present as I can every moment of every day that I'm in. I used to be a person who went just through the motions every day, through the motions. And that's what we do. We just go through the motions so much that we forget there are so many avenues that we could possibly take in every moment of our lives. We are in a constant state of choice here on Earth. We need to start looking at the universe as the abundant source it really is and allow ourselves to honor those choices and allow that abundant energy that surrounds us all to begin to move through us as well. And trust me, the fucking universe has plenty of abundance to go around. And the way we do this for ourselves is by honoring our own self and what we want to become. We have to give ourselves permission to go after what is in our hearts. We have to, for ourselves. Because just as in nature, everything we choose to nurture will grow. So let's nurture our own desires and watch them come alive. I mean, why the fuck not? Somebody write me, email me, DM me, what the fuck ever, and tell me, give me a good, valid reason why we should not be doing this. I'll hear you out. I guarantee you won't have a good one, but I'll hear you out. And yeah, so let's do this. Like, let's watch as the more we allow ourselves to really do it and really believe in what we're doing, okay? The more we feel the energy around us becoming stronger and stronger and leading us to that success in whatever fucking situation you might be finding yourself in. Beginning to feel everything working out in your favor. Because it is. It is. You just have to enjoy the flow of love and allow yourself to accept the abundance all around you. Because it is all around. All abundance is energy. From fucking money to love to peace to joy and harmony, right? All energetic states of being. And the universe is so abundant in this energy. And you are also part of this universe. Are you not? Right? I mean, unless, you're listening to me from, a parallel universe, which would be kind of fucking cool. I'm not going to lie. But hey, either way, the universe is abundant. And you are part of this universe. So abundance is part of you. It is for all humankind. A birthright to be abundant. But, somewhere along the grand scheme of things on this fucking planet, we have pushed that notion away due to mostly societal pressures and restrictions placed upon us by other humans. Let's not forget that fact. Only we can reclaim our rightful abundance back for our own damn self and our own damn lives. And when many, many people begin doing this for themselves, that's when we shift as a species. That's when we change the energy into something more positive for the whole world. And that's when we will fully open our eyes as we have our hearts. And we will physically see the becoming of humanity that we all want. And I, for one, am already taking my fucking steps to help however I can. Are you? Are you ready to become? If so, what are you becoming? I hope you think about those questions for the rest of today after you hear this episode. And then from there, the rest of your week. And then trickle into your month, and then for the rest of the year until it becomes a habit for you to embrace your own becoming. I just hope you do. I don't know what else to say about that. But it's because it's just love. That's it. It's just love. I have a ton of love for each of you listening, even though most of us have never met physically. I choose to live in the energy of love because I chose the path for me. And that centers around the love I've always had within. And fucking corny ass Jen over here, I don't give a shit. I don't, because I'm dead serious. For too long, I shied away from the love I felt around most of life. And it just ticked away for, I don't know, I just tucked it away, for, I don't know, many different reasons, I guess. But, maybe because I felt embarrassed or weak or vulnerable. I don't, but I've come to realize that the love I have is what makes me strong. It's what pulls me through no matter how dark the situations I may find myself in seem at the time. It just took me some time to embrace that knowledge and feel those feelings. Love says there is always another way. And that, my friends, is what I choose to focus my life around. Even when life has given me many deaths, right? Like when, you're still alive, but you feel like you're dying. We all have those. Many deaths. Like right now, when I'm living away from my children for a time. And I don't know how long that time's going to be. I don't. There's an uncertainty around it at this point in my life. But, that's that way of life that we've always known dies. And myself and my children, we live our lives in a way that we focus not on the change so much as the love that's always there behind each change. I've raised them to be open to change, adaptable, and know that nothing that happens in life can change the love we have. Nothing. Unless we allow it to. And we just don't allow it. That's just how we roll anyway. And because of love, we focus on the new way that is being presented. Even if it looks so much different than what we're used to. We know that all is working out for our greatest good. But we also know that sometimes there's going to be speed bumps on the path we have to take to get there. And I mean, another way to look at it is closed doors. We can break them down. We can break down those closed doors and we can burn them. Because we know out of these trials, these fires, right? That's where the phoenix rises. And in ourselves, when we embrace the new doors we see that just as the phoenix, we too rise from our fires and take on a new form. One that is more aligned and stronger and fucking more magical and alive than we have ever been in our past. Every mini death in our life is a rebirth. Those endings are for our new beginnings, and we just have to keep going because this is how we become what we always wanted in our lives. We have to allow the phoenix to rise. And it all starts and centers around knowing the love that you are within. So let this becoming happen for you. Let life come to you. But first, you have to prepare the release of what no longer serves you or what you are meant to become. You have to let go of outdated versions of you. Like me, who released back then Jen. Or, at least the parts of her that no longer served my greatest good. It's the only way to let new life in you so you can be reborn. It means that we should let go, let go of the opinions, the doubts, the fear, the constant striving, and just let life happen through us, just as we did when we were children. And the truth, you guys, is we really don't have to do much to get ourselves here. Nope. The main thing we need to do is simply get out of our own fucking way. And that's it. Because again, love is. Maybe I'll get that tattoo. Love is, period. Remember, full sentence, full stop. Love is. We just have to allow love to be and watch the natural flourish of life happen all around us as we do so. In my meditations, I've started, envisioning like inside every human, right? I always picture like a sacred heart, right? The heart, a heart of the phoenix, right? And I just see these hearts as blessed, all of them. Because to me, it's like through every loss, every sadness, that these Hearts, they grow strong, bursting at the chance for new life, ready to, reignite, right? These hearts I see inside all of us are ready. They're ready because they've taken those griefs and transformed them back into the joy of innocence and welcome passion back into them with the deepest devotion, because they trust the inner voice of love that echoes through all that could possibly be. And that, my friends, is how we embrace the becoming of our own love and follow our little phoenix hearts into the fire of a brand new day, full of light that we have fostered inside of us since the day we were born. We just forgot it's always been there. This light, you guys, is the divine in all of us, that sacred piece of source energy that always steers us towards our true self. This light inside us always reveals the truth, and through it, we will find our true selves again. Of course, when we are all individually ready to do so, all on our own paths, you guys. But regardless of that earthly timing, know that all of us have this light. As above, so below. As within, so without. As the universe, so the soul. All of us. All. So, don't let self-doubt or fear remove you from the light inside. Focus instead on making the inner light brighter and not letting the outer world dull it down. Become your own light and show yourself the way. I know you can, because I'm doing it too. And I know this is all possible even if we don't know each other in the physical, because I am what you are. I am you. I am divine light. I am a little living sun on this planet Earth. And because I am, so are you. And I've learned this lesson just by being present and here as I am. You just surrender. All those plans and ideals that you have formed about what can and cannot be, let go of what you think you know. And maybe what you have been conditioned to think you need. Allow the Creator to work through you and feel the grace of all that energy. Let that divine light fill you. Let that sun rise like the phoenix singing to you from your own heart space. Embrace this hope, and know that it is wise to do so. Just as the sun rises after each dark night, right? We too can allow the night to just be, knowing that the day is just about to break through when it's done. There will always be light. So, your choice. But I urge you to bless the world and give your light freely. And just watch what you become when you do. I know you will find happiness and peace when you do. In life, the foundations we build our values on is what we become. If we can all build up our foundations coming from a place of love over fear, self-confidence over self-doubt, then we will see a shift in the world, a positive shift, and it will be huge. But we have to start with ourselves. So yes, I fucking hope against all hope that you fucking do it. Do it. Do it! Because, so many of you are ready to start shining like the diamond you are always meant to be. You just gotta be bold enough to shake off the layers of conformity society has placed upon you. Now remember this though, okay? It's only when we allow our world to be shaken up, even if it's just a tiny fucking little bit, that shake up is the key to being able to glimpse the great meaning, the mystery of what your life is. And is how we become more aware in avoiding those shakeups moving forward. And that's when we start seeing life, feel what life is really all about behind the veil. Yeah? So go. See. Shake it off. Shake it off. Shake it off. Shine. Become. And don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to take those little leaves and twigs and bugs that you may have picked up along the way. They're all part of the path that is leading you to your greatest adventure and your brightest future. Enjoy the journey, my friends. I hope you do. And I will talk to you all later. Bye.